Welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll be taking a look at Community Report 44 for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Now, this was released on the 8th of February 2022, if you're watching this in the future. And I'll be completely honest, this was a complete surprise to me. This is a game mechanic that I was not expecting until at least possibly the last release update before the game went live, or possibly even post update. And what they're actually talking about in this report is a traffic management system. So let's just dive straight in, and I'll just read what the devs have got to say. It says, "Greetings, dear comrades of the Soviet Republic. You may have noticed last week we finally made another step on our journey towards finishing the game by releasing the crime and justice upgrade for all players. We hope you are doing well and that the tweaks we've made during the past weeks made the game more challenging, but still fun to play. And we're coming to you now with something many of you have been dreaming about. We want to warn you that this will not be easy and simple. These features will challenge you even more. You want to reveal to you that Martin, aka Vivol, member of our development team, took on the challenge to create a brand new traffic control system for roads, and we are proud to say he was successful." So we got a traffic management system. But before we talk about that, I just want to make a bit of an aside, is the fact that it took me some time playing on the Crime and Justice update to realise that they'd actually fully released it. And it's only a couple of days ago when I actually moved back to the stable branch, which might be lucky if they're starting to put stuff in the beta test branch. Now, let's just have a quick look at the picture. So where's my cursor gone? So we got a road junction here. We got traffic lights. I'm not a big fan of traffic lights. I'm not exactly sure what the white diamond is. I think that's a yield sign, isn't it? Apologies, living in the UK, I'm not that familiar with European signage, which I'm assuming this is, because in the UK you wouldn't get a sign like that above a set of traffic lights. Now, I do know from when I did drive in Europe that there's situations when traffic lights are switched off at quiet times and then normal road signals come into force. I don't know if that's an example of that situation. 5-6 years since I've been driving in Europe. In fact, I don't own a car anymore, so it's about 3 years since I've actually even driven a car. So my road signs might be a little bit rusty, even for the UK. Let's just move on. So what should you imagine under traffic control systems? You may know something about the other city builders where you need to take care about how you direct your traffic in your cities. Now we are working on adding new difficulty setting called traffic simulation, and it will offer two options. The current system will be called simple and the new one will be called complex. The setting will be optional because it will raise difficulty as it will be complex. Thank you, game. And it will require months to tweak to 100% effectiveness on our side, part of the development process, and also while managing your traffic perfection. Oh, so this isn't going to be just something that's going to be added to the game to make it easier to manage traffic. What they're actually doing is adding a bit more complexity to the fact that you've got to manage the traffic. That will be interesting. I'll be upfront, I'm really on board for this. Anyway, so let's have another look at another junction. So now, if I remember correctly, a yellow diamond with a white border means that you have priority through a junction. I think the reason these priority signs are here, isn't it the rule of the right? And this is another example here. This hasn't got no traffic lights, so I'm assuming that what this means is this road's got priority over the traffic coming in from the right hand side there. So let's just go down here. If the traffic simulation will be set to complex, vehicles will use the rule of the right hand as default if there will not be any signs or traffic lights. Yeah, so that is the rule of the right. Oh, well, that's priority over the rule of the right, actually, sorry. Players will be able to set signs for main and side roads and add the stop sign if necessary. We're prepared a comfortable tool for this, and which tries to set signs automatically, and it works well in T-shaped crossings. I like the fact it says it works well in T-shaped crossings. Otherwise, they've probably still got a little bit of an issue to do with crossroads, which is understandable. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn my European traffic signs, aren't I? So we'll just take a quick look at this. This is a junction, and it's I'm not exactly sure. It's a bit difficult to see. So So you better save the signs. I'm not sure what the hand is, but what that's saying is it's got priorities but not traffic lights. And then it says road sign settings. Oh, so you can select road signs. So I'm assuming these are different signs. Okay. If we move down to the next picture, this is just, I think this might be another view. Oh, this has actually got a stop sign on it. So this has got there's these two types of priority signs. They look the same to me, but we've actually got a stop sign down here just above the car. So what you're saying is you've got to stop and these vehicles have got priority. You can actually see some green arrows on the road as well. That would be brilliant. If those are indicators of the direction of the priorities, that would be fantastic, being able to see that on the road, because that was always one of the problems with city skylines, that you could set signals, but there wasn't actually a proper indicator of what in the beginning until Traffic Manager came out as a mod that actually helped you manage things a little bit better. And we'll just move down to the next section. It says the player will be able to set traffic lights for crossings, and these will require power to function with power difficulty setting enabled. These will not only be automatically generated traffic lights, but there will be a custom setting available where you will be able to set intervals for each direction, and it will be possible to generate them also automatically. You'll have options to set green light in one direction, also the opposite direction, and then oncoming vehicles will need to give way for those which go straight if they want to turn left. Additionally, you will be able to connect several crossings into one big single crossing, but we did not forget about crossing one-way roads. Okay, so what we got here, oh, it's in set cycles, so we've got traffic lights there, traffic lights cycle setting, so we can actually set the intervals here, and what we got is traffic lights on different sides. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm starting to like this actually. And then down below we got a couple more pictures. We've got lots of pictures in this thing. What is this? This is speed limit. Okay. I'm assuming that this must be, you must be able to kind of paint this to find the speed limit, or there's a sign here. Not exactly sure what that actually means, but so you have to set speed limits. And what else we got over here? This is an example of a double junction. And I'm assuming these are no entry signs because these are one-way roads. Yeah. So you can actually put no entry signs in on one-way roads as well. I think that could be quite useful as well. You can see the priority as well through here with the traffic lights, because I assume it's a bit difficult to see. We're just going to move down. And of course, this is not all. With this are going to introduce other traffic management signs too. For example, you will have signs limiting the minimum and maximum speed, signs restricting cargo traffic. Yes. Pedestrians and or overtaking of other vehicles. We want to mention a special sign restricting entry of cargo vehicles, which is called supplied allowed. This will offer you a tool to redirect heavy cargo traffic and will allow trucks supplying food clothes to enter the town. The way how it works is that if only vehicles which have a destination in the area behind the sign can enter, but other cargo trucks will use other ways without restrictions. Yes, yes, yes. Now that is a big improvement, because one of the things that does annoy me at the moment, and it's something you need to do when you design towns, is stop the heavy trucks just ploughing through the center of town. Because I've built like effectively bypasses and the trucks just keep going through the center. So to be able to put in a heavy vehicle exclusion zone around a city center will make a big difference, especially as the traffic's increasing and if you're going to be using private cars. We'll just take a look at the picture here. Wow. Looks like we might have different tonnages, 30-mile-an-hour residential zone. I'll be interested to see what the consequences of some of these signs will actually be. It looks like it's all going to be part of the traffic management system here. And then of course what we got here is supply allowed. Yes, that is something I can definitely confirm I'm going to be playing on complex, even if I've just got to use that. I'll just learn the rest just to be able to use that supply allow option. So moving down to the final paragraph, we want to emphasize that for you to implement traffic control well will require quite a bit of observation and experimentation. It will be a whole new level of difficulty if you decide to use this new feature, and it will allow more realistic traffic with those new tools. It will also allow you to avoid traffic jams in key areas, to lower bus delays and shorten the time your emergency vehicles get to their destinations by careful planning of your traffic. Just imagine what this game will be about when we successfully implement the new features with all the features from our roadmap. It will be one of the most complex and challenging games we have ever seen, and it would be not possible without you. Your feedback and your suggestions. As the winter is coming to an end, we want to wish you a good health, a lot of enjoyment in life, and fun playing. Stay safe and tuned for the next report. Wow. What can I say? This is going to be very, very interesting. The only thing I would say is that what we might need is the ability to put in some other different road types, I think. It'd be nice to have like a dual carriageway, a bit like these junctions. I know you can build them, but I think if we could build boulevards like that and things, that would make quite a big difference. Anyway, guys, this report has given me a lot to think about. And if you've got any opinions on traffic management, whether you're going to use it, feel free to chuck it in the comments and we'll have a little chat about what we want. But one thing I can guarantee is when this becomes available, I am going to be using Complex just to get that ability to manage the available trucks moving through built up areas. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.